A swing and a miss on Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson's first test of his budget plan. The City Council's Finance Committee voted against the proposal, raising concerns about taxes. So joining me is Alderman Brian Hopkins. Thank you so much for coming in and kind of shedding some more light on this for folks.
Yeah, thanks, Natalie. Yesterday was a dramatic day in the City Council.
Oh, it seemed like it. Okay, so laying it out for folks, the mayor's proposing a $16.7 billion budget. He tells the media yesterday, after this gets voted down by the Finance Committee, there's only two options. We either raise grocery taxes and property taxes, or we tax these businesses. But you think there's more than two options?
Absolutely. You just hit the whole crux of this impasse right now. There are three options. The third option is we could cut government spending. Right now, we are spending at least 40%, by some measures as much as 50% more than we were in 2019, the last budget before the pandemic. All that federal relief money came in, artificially inflated our budget. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad we had it for those times that we had it, but it's gone now. And because that funding has gone away, we have to reduce the spending and the expenses that we incurred during that period of time. This mayor simply refuses to do it. That would be the third option, and the mayor's taken it off the table, resulting in an impasse with the City Council.
Have you looked at the budget as a whole, and maybe there's some things that you could propose that need to be cut? Have you seen a couple areas?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You know, they say there's no waste or inefficiency, and the budget is rife with both. We just hired Ernst & Young, a former accounting firm, and we paid them $3 million to find the waste, and they actually did a pretty good job of it. There's at least $50 to $60 million in low-hanging fruit in that document that we could implement and see those savings in the coming year. And again, for some reason, the mayor isn't really warm to that. In fact, the EY document that we were given, we believe it was actually scrubbed, that the real document had more detail in it, but they didn't want to release that publicly because the demand to make those budget cuts would have been overwhelming. So they basically redacted that document and gave us a watered-down version of it, which we're going through anyway, trying to find the value to that $3 million that we spent for experts who know how to cut budgets.
I know that's going on in tandem while we're trying to get this budget passed. The main sticking point here is this corporate head tax, which essentially for businesses in the Chicago area that have over 100 employees would tax $21 a person per month. That would give the city a new stream of revenue. We tried this, did we not? And then we decided we didn't want to keep it, and we got rid of it in 2014.
Yes, you know, it goes back to the 70s when it was implemented at a much lower rate than it is today, but it's a different world today. Companies compete for where they can go, where they can expand, where they can bring jobs. Right. We have to go up against other Midwestern cities, really other cities across the country. We compete with Austin all the time. Denver's another one that is always looking to steal our headquarters away from us. And this would really be counterproductive to that. We need more jobs in the city of Chicago, not less. And this would create fewer jobs at a time when we need more.
The other issue that you have brought up is that, you know, we're talking about implementing these new taxes just as we're getting our second installment property tax bills. And in many cases, they're 100% higher for some communities.
Yeah, the property tax bills that just landed in the mail today are shocking to people. It's an average 17% increase across the board, across the city, but there's pockets where it's significantly higher. I don't know how those people are going to do it. I mean, these bills are really hitting people in their pocketbook at a time when inflation is high. You know, the cost of living, groceries, rent, everything has gone up. And then you get a bill like that in the mail and you're justifiably angry.
Yes, I'm one of those people. Finally, I want to end on this note. Let's talk about safety here. So last week we had the deputy mayor in, and he was rightfully touting the reduction in crime in Chicago over the past year or so. But today we're reporting about a woman who was allegedly set on fire on a CTA train. What do you tell people who feel like more needs to be done?
Well, they're right. So much more needs to be done. In fact, the crime statistics that we're looking at do show a decline in violent crime. That's good. We should feel encouraged about that, but by no means should we take our foot off the gas. There's so much more that we can and should be doing. We're still short police officers in the city of Chicago. There's technology that's available that other cities are using to catch criminals, like the one who did this horrible thing to the woman at the L station, that we're not properly utilizing here. So there's more that can be done to continue this national trend of declining crime.
All right. Alderman Brian Hopkins, thank you for your time this morning, and we will be right back.